the Fitzy and Whipper with Kate Ritchie podcast.
How good is that? It is Fitzy and Whipper with Kate Ritchie. Welcome to our podcast. Actually, have you got some horror music in there, Jess?
Oh,
we
my
need some
God.
freaky music here, man, because
I see dead people.
movies that your oldies made you watch when you were younger, thinking, they'll be fine with this. I mean, it's just a shark. It's Jaws. They'll love
Be
Jaws.
fine. It's a cute little animal.
What are you talking about? You don't want to go swimming in the ocean anymore.
I went round to Tommy's once and he said, you got to watch this new film. It was called Human Centipede. Really
Tom,
weird.
that
I got
was-
out of town. I left. And Tom stayed there on the couch for a long time.
Documentary on your family, Tom, Bad Boy Bubby, was pretty full on, I thought.
Yeah, I found that a bit much.
Yes, I ran out of bubble wrap at my local Oz Post with that one. So a bit of a
Yeah, okay.
shout out there.
Tom, it was
Good work, you animal.
We've all had some moments in our time, haven't we?
Not
But,
like that, mate. Never like that.
We're asking our listeners, what was the movie that scarred you that your parents made you watch when you were younger? And we love your mum, Debbie, that's for sure.
Oh, especially
Tom,
when she's in
but
Dallas.
when she went to Dallas, it was.
I'll tell you what.
She was working overtime.
Enjoy the podcast.
This is the Fitzy and Whipper with Kate Ritchie podcast.
Kids going to long pants for school reminded me of what my mother did. Chrissie, you were like this. When we had to wear long pants at school.
Oh,
now,
yeah.
I don't know whether the pants were itchy, like naturally itchy, the cotton that they use for the pants,
Yes.
or I was just really hairy and the pants irritated me. I don't know if it was a
bit
common
of column
thing.
A, bit of column
Yeah.
B.
Now,
Whipper.
anyone listening that might have an itchy school pant, Christine Whipfley helped me out, and she sewed a silk lining into the pants.
Are you serious?
And I forgot about this, and I was reminded of it when Mum said, well, darling, remember when I lined your pants with silk?
Oh, my
Oh,
God.
that is
Yeah.
so funny.
And perfect for winter, but the minute it started to heat up, I think I got another sort of rash because I was sweating so much in my silk.
Oh, the chafe.
Oh.
Next level.
But it is also so private school.
What are you talking about? It was a lovely grey silk. And when I got changed for sport one day, someone saw my silk-lined pants and said, I think I have them as pyjamas. So you could wear them to
Except
bed.
it was the 90s, so he had the Tassie Devil Looney Tunes
Yeah.
on it, I'm sure.
Yes.
What was it? Easier to get on your silk-lined pants or your turtleneck that day?
Okay, mate. So solution for anybody out there with a long, itchy pant. Can strike
is
at
it
any
though?
time.
Is it a solution?
Oh, I don't know, Swatty. Not to move forward in life anyway.
This is the Fitzy and Whipper with Kate Ritchie podcast.
Do you know what this is? This is perfect movie weather. This weather,
Isn't it?
Just sitting down and cozying up on the doona there, Chrissie, and sitting
I
there.
watched Spit on the weekend.
Oh, what did you think?
I really
Yeah, it's
enjoyed it.
great.
It was a lot more heartfelt than
David Wenham.
than I expected. David Wenham.
He's
yeah.
a
What an
superstar,
actor.
that guy, and that is a great film.
Would you show your kids that movie?
No,
Yes,
look, the
of
language
course.
was. There's an F-bomb count in that, which is very high. Fitzy, I've got
Nothing like the F-bomb count in my own kitchen. My kids
Really?
have heard it all.
Oh, my God.
Absolutely.
Fitzy, I've got 2 at home today. I've got sore throats and coughs. What am I going to watch? What movie do I put on?
Oh, well, Tommy, you watched Lilo and Stitch over the weekend, didn't you?
Yeah, the premiere was at Entertainment Quarter yesterday, but it's out on Thursday.
Okay.
Awesome
Oh,
film.
someone's fancy.
Congratulations on your success.
No, what I want to talk about is what is the movie that your mum and dad made you watch when you were younger and it scarred you?
Ha!
Now, if it was a thriller, a
Yeah.
romantic movie, it might have been Basic Instinct with
What?
Sharon Stone, and your old man had no idea what he was getting into. But there's always one movie that you remember that you sit down with your parents and it scars you. Is it a horror movie? Get involved.
I've got one.
Okay.
I've got one. And I've also scarred my children. I want to throw it out there straight away. Coraline.
Coraline.
They'll never forgive me.
You're going to love this, Chrissie. I found some
Yes.
audio from 1989 when the movie Alien was released.
Oh,
Unbelievable
Who was the
movie.
actress again, Fitz?
Sigourney
Weaver.
Yeah.
yeah. Get away from her, you bitch.
Oh, yes. What a scene. What a
What a great
scene.
scene.
Unbelievable scene. But see, this is the thing. Like, why would you even think it was R-rated at the time? But why would you take your kids to see that?
Terrifying.
Do you remember back in the days to promote movies, they would interview people out the front of the movies and they'd go, "What did you think?" as they were walking out of the cinema?
Yeah, I know they use the good ones.
That. Yeah.
So good.
We loved every second of it.
So,
We're going to
ladies,
go and see it again, but wear nappies next time.
I'll watch it again.
so Vox Pops, ladies out the front with a microphone, and she's asking, when a family walks out with a young boy, she asks the question. Have a listen.
The biggest surprise to theatre employees is the number of parents bringing young children to see Alien.
Are you sorry, sir, that you brought your son along to see Alien?
No, ma'am. I think he should have seen it. It's something that he needs to know, that things like that could happen in life. That could be a true story. What? Based on, science. We never know what's going on the outside of the world.
Did the movie scare you at all? Yes, ma'am, it did. Would you recommend to your little friends who are your age to go see it? No, I wouldn't.
Awesome. Kid still hasn't slept.
But you know what? As parents, there are moments where we do this. For me, it was Planet of the Apes, and I thought Huey, you know what? Caesar's a beautiful monkey. He'll love Planet of the Apes. But the first scene was Caesar, and they'd kidnapped a human, and it looked like they were about to torture this human, and I was like, oh, God, this is a disaster. So it was the hardest 2 hours for him to endure when I wouldn't leave
He got
the
through
cinema.
it, though. I did. I put Terminator on the other night, thinking they might enjoy that. That was too much. But I also did, because we were talking about that scene in the car, Fitz, I did The Sixth Sense. And I thought that would be good. I thought that would be interesting, and I forgot about the scene in the tent with the child vomiting.
Oh,
and that's when they went, "Oh, no, Dad, we don't want to watch this."
Well, even the first scene in The Sixth Sense, when the guy's in his bathroom, that's what about you, Swanee? What scarred you?
Creepy. Look, it's a very old school one. It's called Trilogy of Terror. Have you heard or seen it?
Horror?
It's yes, and it's sort of like three different stories, obviously a trilogy, but the one in particular that scarred me for life to this day was about a little, like a souvenir doll with little sharp teeth that would scoot around with a knife and attack people from under the bed and under the couch. And even now, I get nervous putting my feet down from the bed because I think there's a little doll with a
knife coming to stab you in the feet.
Gremlins did that for me as well. That scared the bejesus out of me. Nikki in Allenby Heights, what scarred you, Nick?
It was the original 70s, 80s Hulk show.
Yes.
And it was terrifying I think I must have been under 10 when my mum put it on, and I just hid behind the couch.
It was he was a bodybuilder with Arnold Schwarzenegger. Was it Lou Ferrigno?
Yeah, Lou Ferrigno.
Yes. And he would change and his clothes would rip, and it was two different actors that played the Doctor and then the Hulk. Yeah. Terrifying.
Yeah, you won't like me when I'm angry.
Thanks, Nikki.
My wife just texted me, Rocky Horror Picture Show was for her.
Oh, really?
The Rocky Horror Show. Which the movie was. I mean, it was scary.
Yeah, but
for a kid.
We went to see MJ, the musical, which is awesome. And Francesca fell in love with the song Thriller, right? So now we put on sort of the 20-minute little video of the film clip. But at the start where he says, "I'm not like other guys." And he turns in to the werewolf. Yeah. And his eyes go yellow and his fangs come out.
Oh, you're thrilling.
And he.
Speaking of, do you remember American Werewolf in London?
That was Thriller as well.
Terrified me as a child.
Kelly in Windsor, what was your movie, Kel?
A Nightmare on Elm Street was definitely mine.
Yeah. Did your parents make you watch that?
No, I was at a sleepover. I was about 11 or 12, and it scarred me forever.
Kelly, what about the part where the body's sort of in the bedroom in the nightie and she gets ripped up the wall?
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. And she falls on the bed from the roof in the blood. It was,
oh, my God, Kelly.
This is the worst thing about that is that you thought to yourself, if I do go to sleep tonight, I'm going to see Freddie.
Exactly, I did.
Don't. Kelly, thank you. Steph in Bargo, hello.
Hi, how are you guys?
What was the
Hi,
movie,
Chrissie.
Steph?
Hi, Steph.
Hannibal.
Oh,
I
gosh.
don't think I've ever really seen it.
Did your parents, did you watch that with your olds?
I did. So I watched it with my parents, and my brother was about 5 at the time. I was about 15.
Right.
And we watched it the night before I was actually having brain surgery.
Oh, my God.
Steph, seems like unusual timing.
I would have gone for Dumb and Dumber or something, Steph.
Yep. So my dad said to us after we watched it, goes, probably shouldn't watch that movie.
Oh, my God. Steph, timing is everything. And you missed it by that much.
Belinda in Carringbar, what was the movie for you?
Jaws.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
See, any parent
Mum,
letting
guess
their
what?
kid watch that.
Mum and Dad took us to the drive-in, and we were in the back of the panel van, and that's where we were stuck watching Jaws.
Amazing. Just because they didn't want to pay for your tickets. Snuck them in the penny in the wagon. Good on you, Belinda. Thank you. Fiona and Hitchinbrook. Hey, Fee.
Hello, how are you?
Give us the movie.
Saving Private Ryan.
Oh, was that really intense, was it?
Yeah.
It was so... I was at the movies, and the surround sound, and it's on the screen in front of me, and you can't leave, and it was just in your face, like new understanding of war. I don't know.
Saving Fiona.
It was pretty brutal, very brutal. Let's go to Hannah in Seaforth. The song, the movie that scarred you, Hannah.
It was American Werewolf in London, and I was freaking out about 20 minutes in, and I wanted to leave the lounge room. I was about 8 years old, but Mum and Dad made a conscious decision to enforce me to watch the rest of it. They thought it would be better that I had closure at the end, which just backfired. I had, honestly, nightmares for years. And even now, if I see a full moon, a really big full moon, I honestly get a shudder thinking about the werewolf.
Hannah, how triggering is an empty train station?
Exactly. The telephone booth, all those things.
All those things. The nude, when he wakes up nude in the forest, when he's not the werewolf anymore.
It was
terrifying.
So scary. And making it worse was it had some level of humour. I haven't been back to watch it to sort of understand that, but I can recall that Mum and Dad were sort of laughing at the same time as I was just freaking out behind the sofa.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Oh, my God.
Very traumatic.
Thanks, Han.
Bianca in Padstow. What was the movie, Bianca?
It was Ghostbusters for me, the original one.
Was it one of the ghosts that freaked you out, Bianca?
No, I remember that I think it was a family and friends get together and they were just putting on the movie, and I was too young, but I was watching it with them. And I remember the scene in the high-rise building when all the slime and everything got really dark and came out of the building, so that like really stuck with me for the rest of my life.
And when Sigourney Weaver goes, I am Zool.
Oh, yes.
It's like, I'm out of here.
Oh, my God. Bianca, thank you for that.
Steve in Rydalmere. Movies that scarred you, Steve.
Hello, beautiful people. Well, it was my wife, and it was the movie E.T.
Something a bit weird about it, was there, Steve?
Well, my wife didn't enjoy the long finger or when his body turned pale white. It really freaked her out. I think she was about 4 at the time.
Remember when Elliot was on his BMX and he found E.T. in the forest and he was pale? That freaked me out as well. I'm going, Jesus.
Yes, he was unwell.
E.T. looks malnourished there. Give him a ham and cheese
Oh, my
sandwich,
God, I think
please.
his liver's
It will
gone.
bring comfort to my wife, though she's still the same.
No, he was on the gas. Louise in Camden, what movie did your grandma make you watch?
Witches.
Oh, God. We watch it all the time at our place.
And it's when you're a little kid and then they're so ugly with their purple eyes, and Angelica Houston, she's the Grand High Witch. Oh my goodness, that's like, I reckon I would have been about maybe 5 when I watched that. That is young, hey.
Yeah, the new one's amazing. Like when they go into that conference centre and then they reveal that they're witches and it's a witches' conference.
Well, I know. Yes, I can't believe it. But anyway, when I look back now as an adult, I just think, what on earth
What
was
did you do to
thinking?
me?
Well, that was an element of Roald Dahl as well, wasn't it? That you needed to leave a lasting effect on a child, and horror does that. I mean, freaking kids out, that's what they try to do.
The kids turn into mice, and oh, my God. Good
if
news, though.
If you haven't scarred the child by the time the credits are rolling, you've absolutely wasted your opportunity.
So what should I watch with my kids today? Gladiator.
Oh, that's not bad. What's a good kids movie? Even Goonies. Sloth from Goonies.
Yeah.
I mean,
Bear
when Whip does the chunk dance here in the office, Tom, that freaks us.
I do it every Friday.
Freaky Friday.
Are you going to give us a truffle shuffle?
Yeah,
just truffle shuffle.
Some more truffling.
Guys, you are all in the running for 10K every Friday as we move on.
Every day I'm truffling.
As quick as possible.
Find me a truffle pig.
I'm not a pig. Take it easy with my cat.
This is the Fitzy and Whipper with Kate Ritchie podcast. Chrissie's clickbait.
I wouldn't say it's the finest
it's the best
collection,
best I've ever seen.
It'll do. I want to talk about Nicole Kidman. I've done a total 180. I'm ashamed to say it, I used to just not be able to watch anything with her in it.
What, our Nicole?
Our
Do you realise we're live on the radio?
I know. And just recently, I've fallen in love with her because...
Of BMX Bandits? No.
She's bonkers and
Big Little Lies?
I am here for it.
Okay, so you realise she's as mad as you?
Yes, whenever she turns up at a red carpet anything, I make a beeline to any footage of her. Her at the Met Gala this year was absolute, utter heaven. Anyway, she is releasing a new television show, series, movie every 10 minutes or so.
Yeah,
she's on fire.
Man, the work ethic on that woman.
Not slowing down.
Holy, never slowing down. But she has said that one person she will never, ever work with on set is her dear husband, Keith Urban, who is touring. He's touring Australia.
Okay. I mean, they did a song, so obviously he's happy for her to join him in his game.
But vice versa, no. She goes, we're together in life, so we don't need to do our show together. Our life is a show.
Okay.
That is one show I would tune into religiously.
Oh, yeah, wouldn't it? Like sort of like Keeping Up with the Osbournes. Imagine a kid keeping up with the Kidmans.
Oh, my God.
Not bad.
That would be amazing.
The Kidman Urbans. That's a hyphenated name that their girls have that I just don't think works. Do you?
Kidman Urban.
Kidman.
It's hard to say, isn't it?
Yeah.
Oh, you got the Urban Kidman.
The double ums on the end.
Okay.
Let's move on to a story about my Queen and Saviour, Taylor Swift, who has been spotted. Jess, you'll be thrilled to hear since we've seen each other. She has been spotted in the wild.
Thank God.
Doing what?
Thank God. Just getting a coffee with her significant other, Travis.
Has she bought an island yet and just going to hang on an island by yourself? Wouldn't you do that after 2 years of touring?
Well, she sort of has. She's bought that gorgeous mansion on Rhode Island.
Oh, yes.
Right.
But things are looking very sinister around there. Have a listen.
Westerly police say they found what looks like a human leg just blocks away from two of the town's most famous landmarks. But Wednesday morning, Westerly police made a chilling discovery.
I saw 3 police cars, one undercover, 2 looked like Westerly Town police officers, and there was a medical examiner pulling in behind me.
Investigators called to Everett Avenue just before 9:30 in the morning for reports of human remains. Police tell NBC 10 they found what appeared to be a human leg bone.
What? Probably a couple football fields away from Taylor Swift's house in the Ocean House.
You're telling me?
Near Taylor's house.
Well, do you know, Chrissie, you said you'd give an arm and a leg to get anywhere near her, but this is going way too far.
I mean, this is definitely going to be turned into some sort of incredible, spooky
That's what she wrote Shake It Off about.
Guess whose house is also called Holiday House? And guess who had a full metal sign made to put out the front of her house?
Katy Perry.
Says Holiday House.
Not Katy Perry?
No,
you did.
Sorry. Yes. Did you do
Your
it
friend
first?
Chrissie Swan has a house called Holiday House.
Right, and you did that because of Taylor Swift.
Correct.
Okay, that's going a bit far.
Is it a mansion in Rhode Island as well, or is it just out at Frankston? Or where?
Well, Frankston, the good thing about Frankston is you'll find a lot of body parts as well. So it's a really similar experience, which is good news.
There you go.
Done.
There's the clicky.
The Fitzy and Whipper with Kate Ritchie podcast.
I mean, in a sentence that's unusual for me to say, I'm about to talk rugby.
Oh, hang on a minute. We got a weekend sporting wrap.
We've got.
We sure do.
We've got Brownie coming on later on.
Bears.
Calm the Bears.
Oh, well, the Bears.
What, the old Brisbane Bears?
It's the new NRL franchise that's going in, which is massive.
Bears.
The Perth Bears, yes.
The Perth Bears. Used to be from Sydney, now from Perth. Whatever. I don't know. I don't know the genesis of this.
Sure.
And nor do I care, because it's ended up in the realm of the gays.
Okay. What do you mean?
They are my people. So, do you know what a bear is in gay terms?
I've been told that if I was gay, I would be a bear.
Yes. Well, now, if you've ever... I've been to a couple of Mardi Gras, which is an amazing night, and the Bears are my favourite because you know what? They are tops off and they are loving it, Chrissie. And you actually do want to go over and just give them a big hug.
Oh, thank you, mate.
Yes.
Thank you.
Yes.
Even if they're not gay, if you see a bear, give him a hug.
They're the furry, yummy, chunky ones.
Chunky? Hang on a minute.
Anyway, I'm not talking about you. I don't know why everyone gives you such a hard time, Whip.
Oh, don't go.
Great point, Chrissie Swan. That's for after 9 o'clock.
Road, mate. It's the only thing that we have on this show that we can hold on to.
What?
It's the only thing.
What, chubby jokes? Okay. Gay bears.
Back to the rugby. So, Perth Bears is different to Bears Perth, but
awesome.
Who would know when you're a rugby fan and you want to follow your team?
Yeah.
And you Google Perth Bears, Bears Perth, same difference. Turns out that there is a gay club called Bears Perth.
Awesome.
And they have seen an unbelievable increase in membership. And this is something that I would do. Can you imagine all these diehard rugby fans suddenly the material they would be getting on their subscription?
Yeah.
Not what they expected. And sometimes when you're old and silly and you don't really understand the way the world works or all of these different new parlances, you do get yourself into trouble.
Yeah, my dad.
I found... your dad would.
Yeah, but you know what? He'd sit down at dinner that night and announce the great news that he'd signed the whole family up. And then the emails would start coming through, and there is a very hairy, muscly man dressed in leather.
The next week at family barbecue dinner, he's got a gimp mask on, and you're like, hey, hang on a minute.
But I got one for the whole family.
Said I got it for free.
What's happened, Dad?
Imagine a footy fan going, they've got a game this Friday night and rocking up to the Bears Perth place. And
with
it's
a nipple
just
harness.
And they're all just dancing with their tops off inside.
This is the Fitzy and Whipper with Kate Ritchie podcast.
I'm still standing. Bang, we're on. All right. It's time for 60-second starts. I'm still standing.
Now.
Oh, this is exciting.
Can we listen to that ambience? How good is that? Ollie on the street.
Producer Ollie on a train out the front of Central Station, buddy.
Yeah, I'm out the front of Central Station. Very busy, very cold. We've got Nathan from North Bondi. I've stopped him on his first day at his new job, hoping to top up his Opal card with a cheeky 500 this morning.
Oh, Nath, what's the new job, mate?
Cybersecurity.
Oh, gosh, just the guy I wanted to speak to. Timu, yes or no?
No.
Shut down.
Sorry, Timu.
Oh, damn.
Nath, well, you don't have a Timu prize today. It's $500. It's usually $100. So, Nath, you are up against the lovely Chrissie Swan this morning. If you get one wrong, power goes over to Chrissie. Whoever has the power at the end of 60 seconds will be taking home the cash. Nathan, have you got a loved one in your life? Anyone listening at the moment?
Yeah, my girlfriend Jordan's listening at the moment.
Okay, come on, George.
You'd be living, you're Bondi, aren't you, mate? You'd be doing the Bondi to Bronte with the rest of the foreigners that move into Bondi.
Yeah, that's it.
I love that, buddy. I love that.
Don't label him, mate. Do not label him. Okay, here we go. Nath, your 60 seconds starts now. How many years are there in a decade, Nathan?
10.
Yes. Which actor played Mrs. Doubtfire?
Robin Williams.
Yes. What is the boiling point of water?
100 degrees.
Yes. What is Sydney's busiest train station?
Central Station.
Yes. Which country just won Eurovision, Nate? Tough one.
Austria.
Austria is correct. Scoot is the budget offering from what major airline?
Jetstar.
Nah, it's Singapore. Over to Chrissie. Which animal is known as the king of the jungle, Chrissie?
The lion.
Yes. Who sings the 2007 hit Umbrella?
Rihanna.
Yes. Budapest is the capital of what country?
Oh, I'm not good with geography. I don't know.
It's Hungary. Over to Nathan. Australia's Ninja Warrior used to screen on what channel, Nath? 9.
9.
Yes. Head and Shoulders is a brand of
He's
what?
got it. No.
Yeah.
Got a sweet 500.
$100.
Woohoo! It's his girlfriend's birthday on the weekend, so he's going to do some spending, aren't you, Nathan? Yeah, don't tell her that, though.
Nath, are you thinking that 500 might go towards a ring?
Oh. I'm not going to say on the radio, it's a surprise.
If you're listening, George could be on the card.
Yeah. Nathan, military men, yay or nay with cyber security? Tom just wants to know our producer.
Asking for a mate.
Oh, yay.
Yay.
That's what I say every time I log on.
Men in suits.
Yay.
OnlyFans, yes or no?
Nath, start running, mate. You've got the money. Get out of here.
This is the Fitzy and Whipper with Kate Ritchie podcast.
Let's talk about a couple of big things that are going on in Sydney, guys. Vivid! The big plan to brighten its attractions. It's got a couple of new things. Not only is there going to be the darkroom cocktail making sessions that people are able to attend, there's going to be the silent disco. Can we get a bit more music behind this, Jess? Fire it up. It's vivid. It's an exciting time. And how good's this? Moonlight kayaking, so you can see the lights from the water. Vivid is firing up and a plan to brighten its attractions. Now it's starting to sound good. You know what I mean, sisters? All right, did I mention the darkroom cocktail making sessions and a silent disco tour?
Why does it have to be a darkroom to
I don't
make
know, mate,
cocktails?
because then you can see different lights, because it's about lights.
No, but it's dark.
Yeah, no, but the idea will be that it's a dark room, like a photo lab, but there'll be, I don't know, glow-in-the-dark drink mixes or something.
Isn't Vivid Festival a light display and we're doing darkroom cocktail making?
No, don't get stuck on that. What about a silent disco tour? I did the walk through the old train station one, which was awesome last year. So they're going to have that again, but there's going to be a silent disco part of it, Ryan James. So you can't, hey, can you hear that? Have you got it on? You got your headphones on? It's a silent disco when you see it at a festival.
Yeah, it's amazing.
I walked past, this is not the correct word for it, and I don't want to offend anybody. It was a deaf festival not long ago. At a Homebush, they had a deaf festival.
Deaf Con?
And we'd been to the dog show, and right next door was the deaf festival. So there's just a whole lot of people doing sign language, talking to each other in this festival.
You were emceeing the dog festival, weren't you?
That was a different one.
Perfect festival to have next door to that if you're emceeing it.
Well, at least someone was listening. So I've never seen... Besides the silent disco, Tommy, the point was we walked past and Lisa went, doesn't that look nice and peaceful?
Yeah.
No one was talking with their voices.
But what a wonderful celebration. Sydney has something for everyone.
That's what I mean.
So good.
Well said, Tom. Well
learned to sign. They had different readings. They had different understandings. That's not part of Vivid, but with the music behind it, it sounds great for anyone. Can we talk about another festival that's kicking into gear? Bondi returns for New Year's Eve, everyone.
Oh.
Hoppo's there, just giving random girls mouth to mouth.
I was at 2000, the millennial party.
Were you?
Carl Cox, Bondi Beach. Actually,
No way.
How many does it hold? I think it's about 15,000, 20,000 people.
Yeah, this year it's back, so it's had a 10-year hiatus. They haven't done it on New Year's Eve. So what they're doing, 15,000, you're spot on. But it's a little bit different, Ryan James. It's kind of a family-friendly event. So there will be fireworks, but it's nice to see Bondi reopening on New Year's Eve.
Well, it's a good idea because, well, that's the thing, that a lot of people, when they were partying, and after Carl Cox, everyone's, after a few drinks, decided to go for a swim.
Oh, yeah,
and
don't do that.
Lifesavers couldn't see where everyone was going.
But what about you could go straight from this party to that absolute mess that happened down at Bronte Beach on New Year's Day? I mean, this is what Sydney is. It might be cold and wet this morning, but everybody is pumped, like Brendan from Mount Annan. Hello, Brendo.
Morning, boys. How are we?
You want to go on a vivid cruise, do you, mate?
Yeah, I've been thinking about it, and I just want to see if you guys have done it before and if it's actually value for money and what's involved.
We did do a vivid cruise for Nova.
Yeah.
Who did we have perform on the cruise? That was massive.
That was big. Who was on it that year?
I'm not sure, but we might have something very exciting coming up in a few weeks' time.
You've got something in the works.
Yeah, something in the works.
Can Brendan from Mount Annan get involved?
It does rely on Brendan from Mount Annan being single.
Or even just for one night, Brendan, if you know what I mean, sister.
Could you... different postcode, boys.
Could you lose your wedding ring for one night, Brendan?
When in Vegas.
Done deal.
All right, stand by.
When in Vivid.
More details very soon.
Okay, Tommy, don't be too late on that one.
Yeah.
This is the Fitzy and Whipper with Kate Ritchie podcast.
The rough weekend this couple has. In fact, I don't think I can call them a couple anymore. It was her 40th birthday party, Ryan James. And of course, at a 40th, you get up, you grab the microphone, you celebrate, you tell a couple of stories, and everyone claps. And then you find sort of the serious part of the speech, you know, that bit where you go, no, funny, yeah, it's all fun and games, guys. But no, on a serious note, she is my rock.
Yeah, you know what? You're right. You've got to start with a few laughs. Great story.
No, fellas, shut up. On a
bit of
serious
storytelling,
note.
and then you finish with from the heart.
Yeah,
serious. Look them in the eyes, and you know what you're searching for? You're searching for from everyone in the room.
Yeah, well, it's your chance to look like the best guy on the planet while celebrating her, because it's all about her. It's like at a wedding when someone says, "And we can't wait to start a family together," and everybody goes, "Oh my God!"
What a moment. I'll never forget this day for the rest of my life.
Oh, just awesome. Things took a bit of a turn because this hubby got up to celebrate his wife, did all the nice things, and then launched. He knew quietly that she was cheating on him. So decided to take that moment and say, and by the way, I effing know everything. Launched. Shouts into the microphone. Guess thought it was a joke, as you would. You would have thought, oh, no, he's doing more funny stuff. He wasn't doing funny stuff. He went on to say, I know everything. Don't act like you don't know. I've never hated anybody in my life until this moment. I hate you. Happy birthday.
It is. You know what? To do it, I've always thought about this.
Oh, yeah.
Revenge, if you can actually just take a deep breath, sleep on it, and work out your revenge, to have an audience to do it is a great way to go out, isn't it?
I mean, you wonder how long you can hold that composure for. Like, if he found out 3 months earlier, but went, you know what? No. We're going to have a 40th for her. So he spent 3 months planning this big moment and drops an absolute bombshell. Happy birthday, honey. You can have your other man.
Do you know the only winners out of all of this are the people that don't want to be at the 40th? You know, it's like a wedding. Weddings can get boring, mate. But those stories that you hear where you know, the bride or the groom will get up and go, okay, guys, I've got a special gift for everyone under their seats. Just go and check under your seats. I got a special prize for one winner here. Everyone checks, and it's a photo of him.
Yeah, with the bridesmaid.
Sleeping with the maid of honour.
Like, I would pay to go to that. Like, normally you would go, wedding, they can drag out, they get too long, I understand. But if I knew there was an under-the-seat moment coming, $2,000 I'd pay to be in the room.
And let me tell you this, for how boring weddings are, if I'm a guest there, that is one of the greatest days of my life because you're looking around at your mates just going, this is just ramped up to 100.
Tony's done it again, you little beauty.
Fitzy and Whipper with Kate Ritchie is a Nova podcast. For more great shows like this, download the Nova Player via the App Store or Google Play.
The Nova Player.